Good morning, students. How are you? Hope you all are fine. Today we will start our first chapter, creating form using Composer. Okay. Till now you have learned HTML, how to make a web page in HTML, right? But today we will learn how to make a form using HTML. Let us revise something from the web pages. As if for HTML web page, which all tags you were using, as if HTML the main tag, then comes header tag, which was head and title, which was used to display a content of the title bar. Then the body section, where you were putting the tags for displaying the content on the web page. Okay. Now there were two types of tag in HTML, that are paired tag and unpaired tag. Paired tag means whatever tag you want to open it, you have to close it, and unpaired tag means whichever tag you open, there's no need to close it. So paired tag, once you open you have to close, and unpaired tag, there's no need to close it. Now coming back to the form. Now it is also a web page, but there's a difference over here. Till now you have only display the content on the web page, right? As of a paragraph, image, bullets and numbering and all that things. But today we will learn how to create a form using HTML, using Composer. First we will learn how to do it with the HTML, then we will tell you how to do it with the Composer. Now in HTML, before that, let me know that you have already have you made a form? Yes, you have not made a form, but you have filled the form. As if Google ID, right? You all have created a Gmail account, for which you have to make fill a form. Then comes Facebook ID. For that also you have made a form, right? You have filled the form. Then Insta account, there also you have filled a form. So you have filled many forms, right? But today we will learn how to make that form. So form has many elements, like input, text area, label, checkbox, submit button, reset button, and many more. Now we will learn each and everything by the form of elements. It's described below. We will learn each and every element one here. Form elements has few things in it, as if form attributes are action and method. Action means whenever you are making a form, in action it will let us know where that form has to be submitted. If you give an action, that you can see here, the register.html means after filling a form, that form will be submitted to register.html. okay. And method, what is method? There are two types of method, get and post. You can see over here, right? If you want to receive anything from web, it's called get method. And if you want to post anything on net, that is called post method. It's simple, okay. Next comes input elements. There are many input elements in form, which are radio button, checkbox, text, password, submit, reset. Okay, starting from radio button. Radio button is used for making a choice. If you want to like gender, let's take an example of gender. If there is a male or female, you have to choose any one option. Wherever any one option has to be chosen, there you will give radio button. Okay, don't forget, wherever you want to have to choose any one option, there you will choose radio button. Then comes checkbox. Checkbox is used for multiple choice, okay, where you want to choose many options like hobby. You have many hobbies. It's not possible for anyone to take one hobby. You have many hobbies, so you want to select many options. So there you can select a checkbox. Checkbox always appears in a square button. It's a square type box. Radio button, it's a circle. I'll show you the form afterwards. Then comes text. Text is a text box where you fill your name, surname, okay. It's a small box where you enter a limited data, okay. Next comes password. Password is like you already filled password, right? It's a type where you can't, it's a hidden text. You can't see the text what is written over here. It will be in the form of symbol. Next comes submit button. You know very well what is submit button. If you want to submit anything to a particular data, as if here we are submitting our form on register.html. By clicking on submit button, your form will be submitted to desired address. Then comes reset. If you want to clear the whole page, clear the details which you have filled, you can click keep a reset button for it. So these were the input elements. Here you can see in the examples, input, type, name and value. There are many attributes of these elements also. Now what is attribute? Type, name and value are the attributes of that particular tag, input element, which is called input element, okay. As if you take an example of radio button. If you have taken a radio input element, and it will be returned in the form of input, which is a tag. Its attribute means more features, some more features of that tag that are type, which type of input you are using, that is a radio. We are because these all are input elements, right? Here we have to specify which type of input we are using. So in each and every input tag will be the same input, but in the attribute you will describe that which type of input you are using. So as if radio, if you are using a radio button, you have to type radio, okay. If you are using checkbox, you have to write checkbox. The same way the type will be different. Now name, you can give any name to the name of that tag. Then type will be always a text. Accept, submit and reset button. Why? Because it is a button. You are not going to write anything on that tag. It will be only a labeled. You have to just click on it, okay. So it will be in the form of label. So this was about input elements. Now come up to text area element. See, the text area, I'm not reading the whole thing, I'll just give you the overview. So text area, you have Facebook. Take example of Facebook, okay. There you are typing a comment. The comments, it has no limit. You can write as much you want, right? Address, when you are writing address, it may be of 2, 3, 4 lines, okay. So it is never of one line. Where the content is much bigger than a normal one line sentence, there you can give a text area, okay, which also has methods. That the attributes of it are method, action, the same which were for the form. Here you have to write the name of the text tag which we are using here, that is text area. There is no other tag in it. Text area, number of rows out as much you want, and number of columns as much you want. Columns. Now columns. Rows, you know very well. As many lines you want for the text box, you can keep on it. And columns, see, rows and columns, the web screen is divided into vertical and horizontal way, okay. So rows, that is, rows, verticals are the lines, horizontally are the lines and vertically are the columns. So as many columns you want, you can add columns to it. Okay, it's the web page is divided into rows and columns. So here too, for the rows the function is rows only, but for the columns it is COLS. So whenever you are using text area tab, you have to give its other attributes also, that is the name of the text box, then how many rows you want and how many columns you want. Okay, and then it's also a pad tag. You have to close the tag by closing. See, you can see over here, text area, name, rows and columns, and then they have closed it. Okay, now this was about the text area. You can use it for comments, for address, many more things. Next comes selection and option element. Okay, now this tag is used for a selection, as if you must have filling a form where it has been asked to you to select a country, in which country you are. You get a list from there. In the list, from the list you have to select which you are from, which country, right? So here we are going to create that list. Okay, so for that we have taken a tag select. Then we have taken option value. Option value means the list, in the list the names which you want to insert. For that you have to give option value, as if Ahmedabad, Rajkot, Surati. Here we have taken only 3 option values, and you have to write them in the, you have to give its value and you have to display it also. So both the things, value equals to Ahmedabad, that is returned for it, that is its value, and Ahmedabad which is outside of the tag, that will be displayed on your list. Other things will be, it's a hidden, it's a value which is whatever thing you select, that will be submitted in the form. Okay, so this was about the select and option element. Okay, now this is our form, HTML form. If you remember the HTML, you must be it will be easy for you, that it's fully of tags and all that, but don't worry, here we are not going to make a form like this, because you can see, as it is too much lengthy, it's very difficult to remember, because in HTML we have to remember each and every tag, you know very well, right? But here we are not going to do it in the form of HTML. Okay, means in the tag form. Now see, I was talking about this form, registration form. This is our form. The first name, it's written in label. Label means it will be displayed on your screen, you can't do anything with it. Okay, so it's a label, first name, then it's a text box of first name, middle name, in the next line it's a middle name and the text box of middle name. Third line, it's a last name and text box for a last name. Then the fourth line, gender. Here we have used radio button, male and female. Remember, where only one option has to be selected, we will keep radio button. Then comes hobby, where you want to keep their multi-selection. You can see a square box. There it was a radio button, it's a circle, and in the checkbox it's a square. So whatever, it's a selection, you can select all the 3 options also. Now address, you can see address box is more bigger than a normal text box. Okay, it's of 3-4 lines. Okay, so this is the difference between a text box and a text area. Then city, you can see the selection list over there, you can see small arrows beside it. Okay, you can select from it whatever option you want. Then comes submit button and reset button. Okay, now this whole thing, you must be thinking, we are not going to do HTML form, we are not going to do in a tag form, then where we will do these things. Okay, so here we will do all these things using Composer. See, this is our Composer screen. This is an application to make a web form. Means in here there is no need to remember each and every tag. Okay, each and every things are given over here. There is no need to remember the tags, the codings and all that. We will make a form in Composer. The thing is, only you have to remember the design of your form and how to use the things in the web Composer. That we will learn in practical. So this is all for today. Let's meet in the next class. Do well. Take care. Bye bye.